Pick up the brand new shirt over on ProWrestlingTees.com/616entertainment. Look at this. Huh? You think you won't look good in this? Think again, wise guy. This video is also brought to you in part by the Patreon producers, without whom content like this would not be possible. The story I'm about to tell you today is 100% true. Not a single detail has been embellished, exaggerated, or spiced up for the sake of entertainment. It is, without a doubt, the strangest thing that has ever happened to me in my entire life. And now, 15 years later, I am still extremely curious about what really happened that night. Most of you are probably going, what the fuck is he talking about? Isn't this supposed to be a story about MVP baseball? And yeah, it is. But this isn't going to be a deep diving retrospective on the game itself. This story is about a quiet summer night in June of 2005 where... Okay, real quick, we'll talk a little bit about MVP baseball because I love that game and I don't see myself ever really covering it in detail ever again. So I'll strike while the iron's hot, but then I'm going to tell you the story. These days, PlayStation gamers, and soon to be Xbox and Nintendo gamers, are spoiled with MLB The Show. These games are incredible from top to bottom. The presentation is killer. Road to the Show is a long-time dream come true. For years, my friends and I would say, God damn, I wish I could only play my guys' moments in the game. Fuck all these other guys. Well, that's exactly what Road to the Show is. It's great. This is now. But way back in the early 2000s, MVP Baseball, developed by EA Sports, was the king of the diamond.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
MVP Baseball 2005.
This game was insane when it came to depth. Dynasty mode allowed you to take control of a team and manage their single-A, double-A, triple-A, and MLB rosters, which the show still doesn't have to this day. There were addictive mini-games designed to help grow your player's skills. Want to become a better batter? No problem. Just hop into the practice cage and earn the highest score possible. Yeah, we're not just talking about smacking dingers here, you guys. We've got turbo ramps that can propel the ball forward for a higher point threshold. The tractors mowing the grass on the field are targets, and striking them grants a bonus. Watch out for the vortexes though. They will eat your points and spit them back into your face like Carlito. The pitching minigame was essentially a match 3, with color-coded blocks needing to be knocked out with the pitch that corresponded to that same color. But maybe you don't want to improve your skills. Maybe you just want to battle your friend head-to-head in a competition to see who can hit the ball a certain combined length first. And if that's the case, then Home Run Showdown is for you. I have great memories with this game, DanDans. Let me tell you really quick about my absolutely legendary, and admittedly super cheap, Dynasty mode. I grew up a Cubs fan. I took my Northside boys through an entire 162 game season, and I shit you not, I went 144-18. That is ridiculous. For instance, check this out. In real life, the all-time single-season home run record is held by Barry Bonds, who blasted 73 homers in 2001. I hit 71 with Derek Lee. I hit 76 with Aramis Ramirez. I hit 60 with Michael Barrett. I hit 108 with Sammy Sosa. This team was fucking untouchable, DanDans. Now, did I go in and edit Sammy Sosa's stats to give him what I felt were his prime 1998 numbers? Yeah, I did. And so what? I was 14 and I was saying, fuck the rules, man. Hey, I told you it was cheap. My longest winning streak was 24 games in a row, but let me tell you, I did everything I could to hit 25. On one occasion, I was down big time. It was the bottom of the ninth and I was totally screwed. I looked around, and when I realized that there was no one there to judge me, I hit the reset button. 25 wins would be mine. I started the game again, and good lord, I was getting slaughtered. The game was almost over when my dog jumped off my bed. He caught his leg on my controller cable,
remember those,
and yanked the PS2 down to the floor, unplugging it. The progress had been lost, and I had just earned a third chance at 25. I started the game once again, and I lost. 25 was not meant to be. But let's get to the story, right? As I explained at the top, this is the single most unexplainable event that has ever occurred in my life. We're in my parents' basement. It's June of 2005. There are 2 couches down there, but myself and Bathroom Money Tim Ewers, my oldest friend in the world, are sitting on the same couch. I'm playing as my Cubs. He's representing his White Sox. We're going back and forth, talking shit. He's scoring on me, I'm scoring on him. It's a great time. These are those local multiplayer memories we all look back on fondly, right? As the innings progressed, it turned from day to night. Not just in the game, but in real life as well. I was giving it my all, as was Tim. Neither of us wanting to hear the other gloat when it was all over. And then we woke up. I was in the same place, but Tim was across the room on the other couch. And when I say we woke up, I mean it. I don't know what happened. One second we were playing, the next we were both at the same time coming to, in a different place from before. It was as if the world had skipped a beat. The game on the screen was over. It had been played to completion. And neither of us knew how that could be possible. I remember both of us in a daze kind of asking the other what had just happened, but at the same time it was that thing where, like, if you were the kid who passed out first at the sleepover, you didn't want to admit it. Oh no, I'm not asleep, just my eyes are tired, you know? Both Tim and I, to this day, can tell this story with clarity, as if it happened 2 weeks ago, but we're both missing that same chunk of time without any idea as to how it happened. Or what happened, for that matter. We've joked over the years that maybe we were abducted by aliens, or that maybe there was a gnarly gas leak down there in that basement, and that span of time has just evaporated from our brains. The truth, though, is that we just have no clue. This was 15 years ago. It was my dad's basement. I moved out of that house in 2009. My dad passed away in 2017. My brother and I sold that house shortly thereafter, and now somebody else is creating memories in that basement. Memories that will, without a doubt, remain tattooed on their brains, just as this one has for us. As I stand before you today, we still don't know what happened down there, and the fact of the matter is, we never will. Tim and I joke about getting tattoos that say MVP 05 to commemorate that night, and, someday maybe we will. I've wanted to make this video for as long as this channel has existed, and for whatever reason, now finally felt like the right time to get that story out there. So, thank you for being here to listen to whatever the hell this was. It feels good to finally tell it. I want 2 things from you guys right now. Number 1, I want to know what the hell you think happened down there that night. And number 2, if you have any unexplainable stories, be they attached to video games or not, I want to know about them. So leave a comment down there. I will be reading. Until next time, I love you, and I will see you then. Little bit of crude live commentary, why not? This was the batting mini game. Playing here is my boy Albert Pujols, who I shouldn't say is my boy. Wham! Crack went out there to deep center. I shouldn't say Albert Pujols is my boy, because he's not. As I stated earlier in the video, wham! I grew up a Cubs fan, and the Cardinals, if you did not know, are a major rival to the Chicago Cubs. Rip one there over into right field. That's going to move us on to the next round. Round 2. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody is... check swing there. I must have tapped the button on accident. I'm recording this in post, obviously. I was supposed to hit that to left field, but I kind of fucked up. But points are points, you know what I'm saying? If anybody is watching this and wondering, like, oh, I didn't know you were a baseball fan. I'm not. I'm not a baseball fan anymore. When I was younger, I was a baseball fan, and I liked the Chicago Cubs a lot. But when Sammy Sosa was traded to the Orioles, and my like all-time favorite lineup of like Sammy and Moises Alou, Derek Lee, Aramis Ramirez, when all my boys were gone, it wasn't really for me anymore. So that's that. But this was fun.